Really, folks? Really? I'm not making it clear enough. I am lobbying for bullying to be among the top of the list for the motivation for the United States to change this climate from competitive to everybody's a winner. If you was to take some of the sound bites from, 45, one of the things that he used to say, and still says, make America great again, right? We don't win anymore. We don't win it. What is he referring to? What is he referring to? Forget to make America great again, because everybody wants to think that he's focusing, and this is not me protecting Trump, but everybody thinks he's focusing on the good old days when slavery was around. I don't know for sure if that's what he's talking about, but if I'm going to interpret it, I'm thinking he wants to get us back to the point where America was winning globally. The climate that we got going on here in the United States is not a breeding ground for success, in my opinion. There's no way in the world that you can sit here and teach a child that reaching out for help first is better than looking inside of yourself first. You're not breeding anything. Wussification of America. So let's talk about it real quick. 7 years old, my sister and I, she was about 6, going on 7, and I was going on 8. Had some real issues in our personal life, our families and stuff. Some real stuff was going on, and we wound up getting sent out to distant relatives to live. Now dealing with the idea of, there's something definitely wrong in our household here with our parents. Don't really know what it is. We're too young to really understand it, but something's going on. This is not feeling right. And then we get the news that, they're splitting up. We got to send you out of here to distant relatives. So now we got to deal with that. 6, 7, 7, 8, remember, ages we're talking about. So we get out there to these distant relatives. And when I say distant, I mean distant. Distance in the sense that I probably only remember seeing these people maybe 2 or 3 times in my entire life. I mean, remember, probably saw them more, but actually remember, again, we're talking 6, 7, 7, 8. So now, uprooted from the only situation we know, sent to another spot with distant relatives, and now we're supposed to just exist. We're distant relatives. Right. Years about 88, 1988. And I remember, going to school, a grade school, first day, and getting into the classroom, homeroom, and seeing, people I ain't never seen before. Never. I don't know any of these people, any of these kids. They running around calling each other's their names and, hey, Susie, hey, Johnny, hey, Mikey. And I know none of them. I was the new kid in school. Now, we all been to school before, and we know what happens a lot of time with the new kid. Yeah, the new kid's new. So, he commands some attention, whether it's positive or negative. Positive or negative. He commands some attention. And this is what we were thrown into, me and my younger sister, 6, 7, 7, 8, can't really remember. So, it was challenging, man. Processing all of that stuff, everything. Ain't with our parents no more, and we were distant relatives. And now we got to make sense of it all at 6, 7, 7, 8. I know you guys can see, my nose is pretty big, right? Kind of went to my character. My character was developed based on this. It started out as something possibly negative, because people you don't know, they hit you with these jokes and stuff like that, nose jokes or whatever. And I wasn't sure how to take it up front, because again, I don't know these people. As I started to get used to the situation, started to make some friends, the street that we lived on, new family moved in with a few other kids that were in our age range and stuff. And things just started to change a little bit. I got to know some people and going out or whatever, but the snaz thing, it never really changed. But I kind of flipped it on its head, because I wasn't sure if it was cats being, mean, or if it was cats just, doing what kids do. I chose to decide what snaz was going to mean. And, I didn't look at it as an insult anymore. I never even questioned it. All right, because where I stood as far as in school, like the people that I associated with, most of them were among most of the popular people out there. even with this, if initially people were looking at it and you know, yeah, we're going to talk about this guy, and you know, this is in this day and age that would be considered bullying, then I was a victim. I personally was a victim, and I still maintain that without that experience, without me having to critically think, how am I going to set this situation up so it works for me? I'm already not in the household with my parents. I'm sent over here at 6, 7, 7, 8 with distant relatives. I now got to go ahead and get used to some brand new people, kids and stuff, right? I'm going through all of this. And in my mind, I'm not going to let anybody else dictate what's going to happen. I am where I am today. I am where I am today based on the experience that I had between ages 7 and 17. Without any piece of what I experienced between ages 7 and 17, it would not have shaped me to where I am today. All right, well, right now I own and operate our own janitorial company. Most people don't know janitorial to be anything more than scrubbing toilets and taking out garbage. But there's a segment of the janitorial population that's specialized, where there's some real work that requires heavy, expensive machinery, skill. And I own and operate one of these companies. My biggest mission is to save as many young Black males, and I'm just being honest, right? This is what's around me. Save as many young Black males as I possibly can before the high power sees fit to close my eyes. And I only got that way because of my experiences between 7 and 17. And a lot of it had to do with what would be considered today as bullying. I think the idea that America wants to change the whole landscape from competition to everybody's fucking equal, when that shit is not true. And I'm not talking about every man created equal. Every man was created equal. But once every man comes on earth, it kind of changes from that point. Some motherfuckers are larger than others. Some are smaller than others. Things change. Things fucking change. You got to figure out a way how you going to compete, even if you have some inadequacies. You can't look for support from someone else. Just because you 5'7", right? And people think that you got to be 6 foot something to dunk, right? Doesn't mean you never will be able to. Spud Webb was way under 6 feet. Way under 6 feet. And won the fucking slam dunk competition. But let motherfuckers tell it, him coming up as being real short, you'll never be a professional basketball player. Midget, scrawny. Ooh, Principal Heathcliff, he's talking about me. Yeah, you're expelled. Get the fuck out of here. Do me a favor, man. At the end of this day, man, if you ain't pulling yourself up by your own bootstraps and holding yourself accountable with everything that goes on in your life, you're moving wrong. Whether or not that's the way you should move or not, whether it's true or not, I think that's a blueprint for success. Because as long as you are dependent on yourself, you'll never be disappointed. That's all G.Cleve got to say. Again.